Most people don't fail financially because they're lazy. They fail because they make decisions that feel right, but are completely wrong. Every day, millions of people spend money they shouldn't, avoid decisions they must make, and repeat the same financial mistakes again and again. Not because they're stupid, but because the human brain is wired to work against long-term financial success. Today, you're going to understand why people make bad financial decisions, and more importantly, how to stop making them. We like to believe we're rational. We believe we think logically, calculate risks, and make smart choices. But when it comes to money, logic rarely wins. Emotion does. Fear, comfort, ego, and habit quietly control most financial decisions, often without us even realizing it. Understanding this is the first step toward breaking the cycle. Chapter 1. The brain was never designed for money. The human brain evolved thousands of years ago. Its job was simple: survive today, find food, avoid danger, save energy. Long-term planning didn't matter when survival depended on the next meal. But money is a long-term game, and that's where the problem begins. Short-term reward versus long-term consequences. The brain loves instant rewards. Spending money gives pleasure now. Saving money gives nothing immediately. So the brain chooses comfort today over safety tomorrow. That's why people buy expensive things they don't need, but delay saving for retirement. The pain of future regret feels distant. The joy of spending feels immediate. Chapter 2. Emotional decisions disguised as logic. Most financial decisions are emotional decisions wearing logical masks. People don't buy cars because of numbers. They buy them because of status. People don't avoid investing because it's risky. They avoid it because they're afraid of losing control. The brain then creates excuses to justify these emotions. Fear is the most expensive emotion. Fear of losing money keeps people from investing. Fear of missing out pushes people into bad investments. Fear of looking foolish stops people from asking for help. In all cases, fear costs money, silently and consistently. Chapter 3. The Comfort Trap. Comfort is dangerous. A stable salary feels safe. A familiar routine feels reliable. Doing nothing feels easier than making a decision. So people stay where they are, even when they know it's not enough. Comfort delays action, and delayed action is one of the biggest reasons people struggle financially. Why people avoid financial planning. Financial planning forces people to face reality: how much they earn, how much they spend, and how unprepared they are. And reality is uncomfortable. So people avoid it, telling themselves they'll deal with it later. But later always arrives faster than expected. Chapter 4. Social Pressure and Comparison. Humans are social creatures. We copy behavior. We compare lifestyles. We measure success by what others show, not by what actually matters. Social media has made this worse. People now compare their real lives to someone else's highlight reel. Spending to belong. Many bad financial decisions are made to feel accepted. Buying expensive phones, upgrading cars, living beyond means. Not because people can afford it, but because they don't want to feel left behind. Belonging feels more important than stability until the bills arrive. Chapter 5. Lack of financial education. Most people were never taught how money works. Schools teach math, not money. They teach history, not investing. So people enter adulthood without understanding interest, inflation, debt, or risk, and ignorance is expensive. Why people learn too late. People usually learn about money after making mistakes, after debt, after stress, after missed opportunities. Financial education is reactive, not proactive, and by the time people realize what they should have done, time has already passed. Chapter 6. Overconfidence and Ego. Some people fail because they think they know enough. They trust gut feelings over data. They chase trends.
They ignore warnings. Overconfidence creates blind spots, and blind spots lead to losses. The dangers of "I'll figure it out later." "I'll figure it out later" is one of the most dangerous financial beliefs. Later comes with higher costs, fewer options, and more stress. Money rewards preparation, not optimism. Chapter 7. The pain of loss is stronger than joy of gain. Psychology studies show that losing money feels twice as painful as gaining the same amount feels good. This causes people to hold on to bad decisions. They avoid selling losing investments. They refuse to accept mistakes. They wait, hoping things will fix themselves. Why people stay stuck? Admitting a mistake feels like failure, so people stay stuck, protecting ego instead of fixing the problem. But money doesn't care about pride. It only responds to action. Chapter 8. Bad habits compound. Small decisions don't feel important. Skipping savings one month, using credit casually, ignoring expenses. But habits compound, just like interest. Bad habits quietly build bad outcomes. The invisible damage. Most financial damage is invisible at first. There's no alarm, no warning sound, just slow erosion. And by the time it becomes visible, recovery is harder. Chapter 9. Why smart people still fail. Intelligence doesn't protect against bad financial decisions. Doctors go into debt. Engineers overspend. Professionals delay planning because intelligence doesn't cancel emotion. Discipline does. Knowledge without action is useless. Knowing what to do is not enough. Doing it consistently is what matters. Financial success is boring, routine, predictable, and that's why most people ignore it. Chapter 10. How to stop making bad financial decisions. The solution isn't perfection, it's awareness. Understanding your own psychology changes everything. When you recognize fear, you pause. When you recognize comfort, you question it. When you recognize emotion, you slow down. Systems beat willpower. Willpower fades, systems don't. Automatic savings, clear rules, long-term plans. These remove emotion from decisions, and emotion is the enemy of consistency. Bad financial decisions don't happen overnight. They happen quietly, through small choices repeated daily. But the same is true for good decisions. The future isn't decided by one big move. It's shaped by what you do consistently when no one is watching. And once you understand why people fail, you finally learn how not to.